Welcome, everybody. This is WholeLottaLawla, the show where we give you some jokes, some talk, some smokes, some drinks, some real talk, some bullshit, and a whole lot of Lawler. This is my lovely and talented co-host, Mrs. Brendan Lawler. How you doing tonight, Brendan?
He's calling Mrs.
My lovely and talented. I said lovely and talented. I did put the lovely and talented part in there just to make you feel, feel better.
Yeah.
But yeah, how are you doing tonight, man?
We're doing. Been a long weekend.
That it has. I mean, this is a vacation. You know, we've had our ups, we've had our bumps, we've had our ups and downs and our bumps in this vacation, but we made it here, and that's a whole lot of Lala. Bumps and bumpity bumps, but we're here. We're out of the frying pan and back on the saddle, as they say, or out of the fire, back on the horse. Is that it?
Something.
I don't know. Anyway, guys, if you are interested in participating in the conversation, talking, questions, comments, whatever you want to do, drop them down below, and we'll be happy to take your questions and comments as we go on.
Yeah.
I guess we each have some things kind of jotted down that we might want to talk about, but If you have you want to go first? You want me to?
I mean, you can start it off if you want.
All right.
I got a lot of random.
All right. So we'll. I was just writing down things that were just kind of coming to my head over the past little while, and just some funny, interesting things. We'll start with a light one though.
A light one.
Or I don't know, maybe controversial, but I want to see your take on it. All right. So you know who Jake and Logan Paul are, right?
Yeah.
These streamers, these fucking,
Yeah.
How do we feel about them as fighters, like MMA fighters?
I haven't really seen. I think it's Jake. I haven't really seen Jake fight all that much. I don't know that much about him, but I've been seeing a lot of Logan going around right now, especially with the whole Mike Tyson.
Right, and that's the.
I mean, there's no doubt. I mean, the kid can fight.
Yeah.
But I don't know if this is kind of going into that.
Yeah, I mean, that's.
But I was going to say, as far as the whole Mike Tyson thing, the kid can fight, yeah, and he has some skill, but there's levels.
Right.
And I just personally, I don't feel that he's quite at Mike Tyson level.
And no, he's not at Mike Tyson level. He's not at Mike Tyson. He's not even anywhere close to Mike Tyson level when Mike Tyson was in his prime.
Right.
But even more, he's not.
I've been watching.
He's not even close to Mike Tyson now.
Right. I mean, that's what I was gonna say. A lot. I've been seeing a lot of their training videos. Both of them. Both Tyson and.
What do you win here? If you lose, you got beat up by an old man. If you win, you beat up an old man. What's the win here? Even if you beat up Mike Tyson, you didn't really beat up Mike Tyson. You beat up
I don't know.
Retired Mike Tyson, who's not actually a fighter anymore.
I guess it wouldn't. It's not really beating him up, so to speak.
Right.
I mean,
it's
a professional. Some of this shit's getting kind of.
I saw this shit. I saw this shit on Facebook, and it was a picture of Logan Paul with an earring or whatever, and it was a kind of a hook earring or whatever, and then it was Mike Tyson, and there was a picture of a hook or a fish with a hook in his mouth. He's just gonna bite his ear out and just be dragging him around the ring by his fucking ear.
That's kind of fun.
So, all right, here's a question for you.
All
right,
do my best.
Either way, you're getting slammed. You're getting annihilated. He's taking you to Pound Town.
Are we?
No, we're still talking about fighting.
We're still all right.
we're still on. Afterwards, he might take you in the locker room and there. But okay, so would you rather fight young Mike Tyson at 60 60 years old fighting young Mike Tyson, or would you rather fight old Mike Tyson at the age you are now, which is in your prime?
I'm getting fucked either way.
You're getting fucked either way, but I feel like
would I want to fight him in his prime, or would I want to fight him now in my prime.
Fight him in his prime while you're old.
Well, okay, so that's the stipulation.
Yeah.
Fight him in his prime. Well, you're dead.
You're dead. Yeah. Well, yeah. You're not coming back from that. You're
in his prime, and you're what, 60?
Yeah.
That you're dead. I mean,
there's
your body can't take that.
No.
Your body can't take that abuse at that age either.
No. I mean, maybe people who like.
Obviously, it's a sport.
There are some people. There are some people who would like stand more of a chance. Like, I would love to see fucking. I mean, while we're talking about when we're podcasting, I'd love to see Joe Rogan get in the ring with Tyson. I think that would be a much better fight than freaking Logan Paul. Are you kidding me? I mean,
like I
Joe
said,
Rogan's a legit
really
fighter.
I mean, I'll be honest. I don't really know like Logan Paul or like I don't really follow mainstream stuff a lot, but I see a lot of, like I said, I've seen like their video, their training videos and the little like whatever that they
the honey.
Whatever that they put out, promoting the fight. And, obviously Tyson doesn't fucking like Tyson. I think Tyson's looking for blood. Like he wants to fucking kill the kid.
Yeah, I just think Logan, he wants him to shut the fuck up.
Right. And that's what I was going to say. What I do know is Logan, I mean, again, being younger, kind of in his prime now, being spotlight and, whatever he's doing, he's cocky. He's very, very cocky.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing. But you need to be able to like.
Well, here's the thing too, is a lot of it now, while MMA, the fighting in MMA is real. The everything leading up to it is a lot like WWE, where it's all scripted and they're like, sometimes they really are mad at each other, and you can tell the difference. But sometimes,
well, no, absolutely.
Like I think
the publicity,
and I think that both Tyson, because Tyson, I think he does a podcast now, but he's and I'm not saying they're both just doing it for fame, but it's definitely a publicity stunt. Right.
No, absolutely.
Best fighter in the world fights YouTuber. Fights
upcoming,
you know what I mean? Fights YouTuber turned into fighter.
He used to do YouTube.
Right before
that's kind of how.
Do you remember
big,
Vine? He was.
Well, that's what I was saying too. Though, like he does have skill. Like he is a good fighter.
Right. We got Dad in the comments here. What's he got? What's he got to say? Dad said it's Jake Paul and Tyson, but it's off now. They didn't sell enough. Oh, really? They didn't sell enough tickets at Madison Square. Wow. Okay, and sorry. Yeah, we're catching up with your comments here.
It costs way too much. Yeah. And either way, Tyson today could and would destroy him. No, hands down.
He
absolutely hasn't lost his power. No. That's what I was saying. Have you seen the training videos?
Yeah,
he can fight, but he doesn't belong there yet. He hasn't earned that level. Right, and that's
right, or fought up to the ranks. You need to like it's respect. You need to learn this shit. Like you know what I mean? Logan is MMA. Jake is boxing. Okay. All right. So then it would be.
See, like I said, I don't follow
because No, I mean
like mainstream very much.
And that's the other thing too, is you got to realize, and like what Dad just said, you got to realize Tyson is also not a MMA fighter.
Right.
He's a boxer.
Right.
Like, and that's not to say but he's not like he's not kicking and taking people to the ground. Like, I'm sure he might know how to do that stuff, but that's not going to be his forte.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if you put him, if you see, and that's the thing. That was the whole thing with Conor, with McGregor, and a few years ago with McGregor and fuck was that other guy's name? I can't even. Mayweather. Mayweather and McGregor is one's an MMA fighter and one's a boxer. Mayweather was a boxer. You know what I mean? Like if you put him in the octagon, he's gonna get his ass handed to him. But reverse it and put him in the square or the ring.
Give McGregor restrictions.
Right.
Now you're on the same level. You're on the same playing field as far as.
Yeah. I just think that he's out of his league. He's swimming in deep water. I'm mixing metaphor.
And at that point, right? He's in fucking deep water. Well, the best way to put it, sink or swim, buddy.
Yeah, you know? But like,
that's kind of where it's at. Shit's going. I mean, Dad was saying that didn't sell out. It didn't.
No,
they didn't get
apparently that sucks.
I was like, there was a lot of. I know there was like a lot of publicity and stuff going on with it. I just work a lot, so I don't like keep up with all that. But I've been seeing like YouTube shorts and stuff like that. Like I've seen them both training, and all that shit. But
yeah, no, I was following it a little bit, but I was just, yeah, me and my buddy Brandon were talking about it the other day, and he thinks that he agrees. He's way out of his class. He's not, and that's what annoys me the most. That is a plus publicity stunt. Like WWE, we come to expect that's a publicity. The whole show. That's what it is.
It's a show.
Right. It's a show. They put on a show. But with MMA, we kind of want a certain amount of realism. And like I was saying before, yeah, they kind of stage, like sometimes they get like, they'll like, take those cover photos where they're both like scowling at each other. Right. But like, that's just they literally have them pose and then take the shot. They go, and then, yeah, they have, and
then they just still them up.
I don't know what that face was. That kind of looked like I was taking a poo-poo there. They just go, and then they take the shot. Don't take a shot of me doing that. Don't clip me. Don't clip me.
Oh God, we're bringing that back.
Bringing it back. Don't clip me. I mean, speaking of bringing things back, the introduction at the beginning was kind of I was just kind of joking around. I wanted to do it fast as a, but slow it down a little bit. This is WholeLottaLawla, and this is a show we had a few years ago. Me and him made a couple episodes. They were pretty funny. They were pretty, so some of the content didn't age well, but it is what it is in these troubling times.
Times are different. It's been at least 2 years.
Right.
I think 2 or 3 years at this point.
Yeah.
Since we've done that, and totally different stages, more or less, of where we were.
Yeah, and of our lives, and like,
right.
Yeah, what we're doing and whatnot. Yeah.
A lot of things have changed. A lot of things have grown.
Yeah, and I think one of the things back then that was so entertaining about it is kind of sometimes the fact that we didn't have our shit together. Like that's like a whole lot of that's kind of where we came up with the WholeLottaLawla thing, is because it's just like, yeah, it's just you and me, and we don't have our shit together, but we're shit chatting. We're just shit chatting. Shit chatting. Shit chatting. Yeah, But yeah, no, this is WholeLottaLawla. We just sit around. Sometimes we have some drinks. Sometimes we talk. Sometimes we don't talk. Sometimes we just sit here and stare at you guys into your souls. Don't clip me. Don't clip me. I know someone's gonna screen record that, and it's just gonna be a fucking a reel of. It's gonna. They're gonna have it be one of those fucking like GIF things.
Well, gifable face.
I'm gifable. I'm gonna make that.
I don't like the sound of that. I don't know. I was like,
that should be the new thing. Like, oh, damn, yeah, she's gifable. Like,
no.
she could.
No, I don't know, man.
That could be the new. You know what I mean? That's definitely. Or like someone tells you a funny joke, or like, oh man, that's definitely gifable.
Maybe it's just you saying it, but I don't know. Kind of. Doesn't sound
cringy. It's not as cringy as the. Not as cringy as
I guess that is.
Yeah.
What it would be, I suppose, in that sense, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. You make it weird.
There's nothing wrong. Gifable. There's no dirty. There's nothing dirty in that. Get your mind out of the gutter. You're just saying gifable. It's gifable. Yeah, like you could turn that I
don't mind being gifable.
Hey, yeah, I don't mind.
I guess.
I don't mind being
All right.
gifable. Dad
Well-
says may still happen. I guess was seeing something at AT&T Stadium, so maybe there was a change. Oh, okay.
No shit. Okay.
So all right, so
We'll
the
have to
fight
look
might
into
be
it a little
on. The
bit
fight might not be on. We
See, I
really
think-
don't know.
See, I think that I have seen enough buzz about it or whatever, where whether it's now or at a later date, I think there's definitely going to be at least something, unless somebody like.
Yeah, I mean,
know.
but here's the thing: is why? I mean, not that this is like his first fight, but like he's done other fights, but why at such like a pivotal moment in your career where you're rising, are you gonna risk a fucking head injury? You're gonna, I mean, you risk that anytime you're fighting, anytime you're boxing, but you're boxing fucking Tyson, dude. Like you gotta think.
Tyson still has.
Gotta be quicker than that.
Still has his power.
Yeah. But does he have the speed anymore? Because that
Have
man.
you seen his training videos?
Yeah, I have, but I have yet to see.
See, at this point,
Well, I've seen him training in the gym. I haven't seen him going up against somebody else.
At this point,
yeah. So
my thinking, logically or whatever, would be the thing Tyson would have to worry about the most, being that he's on the older side now, and Jake, I guess, right? It's Jake.
Or Logan. I think it was.
Logan.
I have it written in my
Jake
notes
is
that
boxing.
it's Jake. It's
so
Jake.
yeah.
That's yeah. Okay.
With Tyson being on the older side now, and Jake being on the younger side, endurance is going to be key,
Right.
because you can get rocked as long as you keep getting back up. You can outlast.
Right, and here's the thing: is the rounds 3 minutes, or I really don't know. We're not, and that's the thing too. Is we're not the type of we're not the people who should be talking about fucking fighting. But yeah, I mean, that's something you'll quickly learn about this show is we are just gonna talk about shit we have no business fucking talking about. You're just gonna have to deal with it, or
my mind.
whatever. So you got, I see you got some stuff written down over there.
Yeah.
What you?
So I was looking. What are your thoughts on aliens?
What are my thoughts on aliens? I have a lot of fucking thoughts on aliens.
Thoughts on aliens?
Oh man, there's so many.
That's kind of a big one.
That's a huge one.
All right. So what are your thoughts? I mean, I guess that's how I have it. Written.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on aliens? So
they exist. That's my first thought is obviously they exist, and I guess my first thought would be the idea that they don't exist is crazier than the idea that they do exist. It's like throwing 10 marbles in a bag, and you got most of there's marbles only come in green, blue. Like eventually you're gonna pick out two of the same fucking marble. Like it's a probability game, and when you have billions of universes, billions of galaxies, there's like the probability
space
that
is ever expanding.
Not only that, but how fucking self-conceited and like
is it to think that
we go to we go to space, but nobody else can.
Not only that, just like intelligent life, like how in this solar system within our reachable confines or whatever, yes, okay, that's fine. But again, as you were saying, once it expands and you start getting into the other galaxies and wormholes and this and that, and space is ever expanding. Infinite nothingness just keeps growing.
Now, okay,
so
we've established that there are other life forms. Do you believe that they have visited us? Because that's a completely different question.
I think they're here now.
Because
I think some walk among us and some don't.
I think that's a good theory. I've heard. Oh man,
because there is too much out there for them not to. And also, so if you want to go backwards with it, right? If you want to go into like ancient civilizations and shit, going back to Egypt and all that, like it is it is through every much like God, and that's why I feel, I don't know, I'm not a Scientologist, I'm not a religious,
Right.
I don't know what the word that I'm looking for is, but that's where science and religion mash, because in science there is something, there is proof, these are the proofs of what you're seeing, whether it's a
Of what we've been
lost
able to do.
civilization
I mean,
or
and here's the thing too: is the topic of aliens wraps up into so many other different topics that I could go on and on about, like the the pyramids. It just, to me, makes more sense that they were built by someone else, or we at least had help.
There's 4
Rounds are 3 minutes in boxing.
Wow, I can't fucking
12 rounds of 3 minutes.
Yeah, no. This is what I was trying to
do. Far less intelligent life on this planet than
anywhere else. I agree.
I mean, yeah, you've fucking
getting pretty bad at this point.
Yeah.
And
I mean, okay,
they watch. They watch on
oh yeah,
Saturday.
I can do it on my phone. I
I
forgot.
was like, me and Dad have talked about this sometimes. Like they watch us on Saturday night, laughing, sitting around like we're doing right now, watching a YouTube video, right? It's like that's what they're doing. They're like, oh yeah, wonder what's going on with the Lawless tonight. And fucking tuning in. And
you think? Well, listen, if I gotta give my fucking respects to whatever fucking, planetary fucking whatever. You know what? If oh shit.
Yeah. Oh, bringing your ass.
Yeah. Technical difficulties.
That was funky.
That was weird. Like you saw me here, and then that's all right. I think I could do the comment thing.
I think they saw your nose.
Just literally just on my nose. Don't clip me. Fucking, I'm gonna keep saying it. Don't fucking clip me. Dad. He says. They watch us on Saturday. Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
I think it's.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I had it. All right, but I mean, listen. If we got fucking, if my show is not only global but fucking universal, I think that would be
right?
a universal fucking. There's nationwide. It's on your side.
Universal Studios is already taken.
Well, that's not what I'm saying.
Well, they shouldn't.
I'm not saying like. You're not getting what I'm saying. I'm saying like it's like some
nationwide is on your side.
Like at first, right? At first, when I started doing the Lost Boys thing, right? It was nationwide, right? I was on your side, right? And then like it kind of became like a universal like studio.
Saturday Night Live for.
And now, right now it's a universal fucking studio
because we're the joke.
Yeah, that's
the punchline.
That's a whole lot of Lawler.
But yeah, all right, yeah.
We're still wearing our wristbands from his water park that we went to.
Took my son to the Great Wolf Lodge for his birthday this weekend.
Dope place.
Hanging out, nice place.
Highly recommended. 10 out of 10. Yeah, see, this used to mean like, oh yeah, perfect. But now people just look at it as like a butthole. So like you can't do that anymore. Like, oh yeah, perfect. And then people just like be like, dude, why is he flashing? He's gonna gift that too. People are gonna this is gonna turn into a gift. Me just
all right, I'm gonna say it this time. Don't gift him.
Yeah, don't gift him. Don't clip me. Don't gift me. Don't at me. Don't right. Come. Whoa. Whatever you wanna. Yeah.
I think that's.
Wait, Dad just said 18 inches. Hold on. Sorry. There's some context to him saying 18 inches. He didn't just say 18 inches. He said. Just so you know, we got buried here. Like, yeah. So he's in.
Oh yeah, fucking.
A state where it.
I know. I gotta drive back through tomorrow.
Got recently hit, and it's he sent me. He actually posted pictures on Facebook. He literally a picture of his driveway, sun, grass, sun's out, blue sky, everything's great. The next day, just fucking trashed, just white and ice. And
how many inches did you guys?
He said 18.
Oh, 18 inches.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. That's what the 18 inches
It was weird because
was.
I looked down at my phone. I just saw 18 inches. I was like, what are you,
Jeez.
what's 18 inches, Dad?
Is it still going on up there? Like, is it still snowing?
Still snowing, yeah. Obviously the comments will take a second to fucking like roll in because it, by the way, I don't know if anyone could see on the camera. When I first poured this, I accidentally gave him like weight, and I gave myself like.
All right, this one's a little tamer. This one kind of makes you think a little bit, and it's not as broad as aliens, because that was kind of a big subject.
That's a lot, and we can go back to that too because there's a lot to cover there. I mean,
all right, so if money wasn't an issue, what would you do with your life?
If money wasn't an issue?
If money wasn't an issue, what would you do with your life?
This.
This.
No, this. On a regular basis, I would do this every single fucking day. You would see a new video from me every single day. Because money wouldn't be an issue. I wouldn't have to go to work. I could just sit on the couch and make podcasts all day, or make music, or write. And that's what I would do. If money wasn't an issue, I would do what I already do now, just a lot fucking more of it without having to
able to invest your time into it
without having to go to work. I would just have more investment of time. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. See, I don't know. I would.
I mean, obviously, everybody's gonna say the car, the house, the fucking. The yacht with the 20 bitches and the bikinis, like everybody's gonna say that shit, but it's like when it comes down to it, like really material. I mean, yeah. Would I buy myself? Okay, I guess that's what I would do. I'd buy a studio. I'd rent a building or buy a building and
get your life in
a house.
Get your life in a decent position, right? Money's not an issue,
right.
So
or a big house with a studio in it. I mean, I'm sure Eminem has a studio in his. What is it? This is my house. All 9,000. Yeah, all 9,000. Wait, no, it's not 9,000 feet. It's like 90,000 feet or something like that. What? How the fuck does that song go? Anyway, his crib's really big. I would buy. I don't think I would buy like a mansion. I think it would be like a really big log cabin.
You know what my dream home is? What? Like a 2-room shack in the fucking woods with a pack of dogs. I'm a dying old man. Yeah, I'm a dying old man in the woods alone.
And then you eat it, and then your dogs aren't gonna have anyone to feed them. So then they're gonna
eat me. Bro.
After a couple of days, when your body's just laying, they're gonna be like, oh well.
Well, like release them, or like they'll be able to just come.
No, bro, that happens. That happens. People die in their houses, and dogs just chomp away at it.
My dream house. Okay, there would be like one of two. Right, either I guess a decent cabin. Right? I don't necessarily want to live in a shack in the woods.
No.
I mean, but again, just a cabin in the woods, up on a fucking mountain somewhere, far away from anybody else. I want a pack of dogs, and piggybacking off of that, I just want like a little farm.
A little farm, yeah. But then you gotta actually take care of the animals.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if money wasn't an issue,
right? So, but you'd spend all your time because farmers, bro, they get up at fucking 4 a.m. in the morning and they're not done
that's what
until.
I'm saying. And I'm not saying like a production farm like that. I'm saying when I say it like that, I just want like enough land to be able to have like like a cow or two, a couple of pigs. Like I don't want a whole lot of. I want pigs. Like
that sounds. Personally, that sounds nice. Question. I would buy the house next door to yours so that I could come visit your farm, because
that's fine.
I had a goldfish. I had a couple. Oh my god! Why does that keep happening?
I had a goldfish once.
That is.
Sorry. I had a goldfish once, and
Did you?
I've said that like 5 times now. Yeah, so basically the moral of the story is I had a goldfish, and now I don't. And that's why I don't want pigs.
Because you had a goldfish.
Because I had a
And now you
goldfish, and now I don't. And yeah, it kind of killed it for me.
So now you don't want pigs because you had a goldfish.
Because I had a goldfish, and I now I know. But no, it was a special gold. I can't even
It was a
laugh.
special goldfish. Was
It was a special goldfish. So, and I know when I sound that, I sound
I
like
get it,
it's my emotional support animal. Like it wasn't my like special needs goldfish. It was like just special. It was special to me. Okay.
Right. No.
I was 7 years old. It crushed my little heart, but I won it at a fair in a bag. And but here's what was actually special about it. The thing lived for two fucking years.
Okay.
2 fucking years.
No, that's pretty.
That's
awesome.
a goldfish. You know what I mean? That and we got him some friends. They were
Can
gone.
we take these off now?
Oh yeah, I mean, well, we were gonna.
We can't. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, tomorrow.
We forgot to cash in some tickets at the arcade, and we're just gonna.
Well, I don't think you need
sneak,
wristbands for that.
we're just
though, 'cause
gonna-
We're not going on any of the parks.
We're just gonna mosey back in real quick and
I don't
cash
think
out.
that would be an issue.
Well,
whole lot of Lawler.
if it is an issue, then the cops can go to YouTube. You can go to YouTube or Spotify.com. WholeLottaLawla. That's HO. Wait, no, it's not.
No,
it's
that's not
not.
it.
It's
You
W.
got
It's
too many.
WHOLELOTTALAWLA. That's WholeLottaLawla. Don't forget it. Put it on the mugshot. So sorry, you had before you had something that was.
I thought of a different question while I was talking about my farm. I was gonna say, if you could have one farm animal, what would you have?
one. Okay.
So like a cow or a goat or a pig or a chicken or if you could have one.
Oh, only one? Well, then I'd have to know the life expectancy because I'm gonna get attached to this fucking thing. I can't be having like a chicken. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna want to eat the fucking thing. I'm just gonna want to make some wings.
Well, I'm not saying I'm not gonna say it's gonna fucking.
This definitely can't be a chicken because the thing would follow me around.
See, I'm
constant.
I'm
It would just
all
be like,
the way.
"Hey, Dylan,
Nice
how you
hog.
doing? What you doing? What's up?" But I mean,
Henry the hog, man. Come to you and
I think a horse, right? You got to go a horse because a horse is the most useful.
Is a horse? I mean, yeah,
Well,
okay,
or
I
a
guess-
cow because a cow. I mean,
was
a
gonna
cow
say, I
does
guess a
give
horse
milk.
Is,
You can get milk
is
from a
a
cow
farm.
without having to kill it or anything. You can get wool from a sheep without having to kill it or
See,
anything like that
I
too.
wasn't even saying anything like that. I wasn't saying, are you going to keep it or are you going to eat it? I was just, if you could have a farm animal, what would you have?
Right, but then when you ask that question, I have to consider like the
Analytics of it.
right, exactly, like the do's and don'ts. Wait, that's not what I meant. The fucking
No, man, I just want to
the different aspects of it. Like, okay, but one.
Don't piss me off.
I could not. I don't want to. I don't want a pig because my favorite. And Dad's gonna chime in here. Dad's gonna chime in.
I'd be totally off grid homestead.
He said.
exactly.
He said.
Something
Our dad said he'd be totally off grid in a homestead, and then he just commented bacon.
Right, pig.
Which-
pig. Exactly.
Which that's why I don't want a pig because I'm gonna get attached to that thing, and then I'm
So
like,
you have
I want to
pigs.
eat you, bro.
Okay, so
but
you
I
have.
can't.
Okay, fine. So you have pigs or like a couple of cows.
But you said
or,
one. If I could have one farm animal,
Right.
but are you
so
saying like one like species?
Yeah,
Or,
yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So you can't have a farm. You can't have like a pig, a cow. a
Okay,
chicken,
so
blah,
one
blah, blah.
species
But
of
you-
animal,
you
not
can
one
have-
animal. See, that's
Yeah, well,
different.
okay, well,
because I thought you were saying if you were saying just one animal, obviously a horse because I can ride the bitch.
well, I mean, I guess I wasn't really. I don't
You
know.
know?
Maybe that's me, but I wasn't really thinking.
Like if my
Horses,
car
farm
breaks down,
animals,
I
but
can
I
take
guess
that
it is.
fucker into town and get my fucking
Bacon
donuts
sandwich.
and hey Lisa, hi.
Bacon.
She said,
Amen.
bacon, yeah. We're agreed on that. We could that's a
Pigs
whole
all the way.
that could be a whole podcast.
Pigs.
Whole lot of Lawla presents bacon.
Bacon.
That could be a whole podcast.
It's just like us. bringing
Okay, actually,
cooking
so
bacon, sizzling bacon by the mic.
I said
Sizzling,
something in
sizzling.
the car on the ride up here that was a little. All right, it was a little wild, but you might. All right, so I said that putting bacon with anything improves the quality of it. no matter what it is.
Well, that's just
anything you put in your mouth. Okay, right? No, and this is where I'm gonna say, don't clip me again. But anything you put in your mouth can be significantly improved by the flavor of bacon. Now, that is not to say that I would eat anything that has bacon on it. Yes, I know you're thinking about a penis right now, Brendan. But I'm saying I would not eat a penis just because it had bacon on it. But I'm saying that
he's also not.
No. Let's be clear. I'm not eating any penises. Period. But I'm saying that if I was forced to, if I had to eat a dick, I would rather eat.
Where is this going?
I would rather eat one with bacon on it than not bacon, because it will significantly improve however bad it is, it's going to improve it at least a little bit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you could take name a food you don't like. Name anything you don't fucking like.
Dick.
Well, that's what I mean. I'm trying to get off of penis and name another example. You know what I mean? Like, okay, if you took fucking Sour Patch Kids, right, and you wrapped them in bacon. Okay, maybe that was a bad example. What does Dad got to say about this? Because
talking about meat in your mouth. Yeah.
1001 things to make bacon wrapped in wieners. Talking about all that, Lisa said, talk about all that meat in your mouth. Can't leave you alone for 1 minute. Yes, Dad. Let's get off penis. Let's actually, wait, hold on. We were never on penis. We were never on a penis. Let's make that very clear.
We
don't know. Neither of us have ever been on a penis. That's clear.
Where do you find inspiration?
Where do I find? You got to take me from penises to inspiration. All right.
Penis to inspiration.
All right.
That's what we're doing. All right. Get on to the inspiration.
Where do I find? I find inspiration in my penis. No.
Them shit grenades though.
Man. Like my main source of inspiration?
I don't know. Just where do you find inspiration?
Where do I find it? Well, it's and this is like a fucking really those earth-washy, touchy-feely earth-washy. No, what did I mean to say? Earth-washy isn't a
earth-washy.
You know what I mean? Like those hippy-dippy, I find inspiration in everything, the world. But that really is kind of true in a sense. Like, I do find inspiration in everything.
Okay, let me. Where do you find your
music?
Okay, music. Where do you find your deepest inspirations?
Music, and my mental health problems. Mainly depression or anxiety. Anyone who watches my show, the Lost Boys Cypher Circle, knows that I talk.
Lost Boys Cypher Circle.
Hey, thanks for the plug. Thank you.
Yeah, you know it.
But yeah, anyone watching my show knows that I can't. It's very hard for me to make a song without putting the word demon or darkness in it at least once. Somewhere in there, like darkness or demon or hatred or anger, just those general themes, which I get it. They're all very dark, different, but that is where I find my inspiration. That's where I'm, that's where I feel comfortable. That's and that's not always great as an artist. You have to get out of your fucking comfort zone. You have to branch out. You have to, but that it's this I fit neatly in this pocket, not you know what I mean, that my brain and don't clip me saying I fit don't clip me saying that I fit neatly in this pocket and not give any context to the conversation before or after, okay? Because I know some people would just be like, oh, he fits in this pocket, just
fits in a pocket with the bacon wieners.
Now we're back to the fucking bacon we did. Anyway, what I was trying to say is just it's I don't know what to call it, depressing rap, or depressing poetry or whatever. But I think that's where I find my fucking like even if I'm making a song about something else, like I'll pull from those.
Because those are
but
essentially those are.
So yeah, I mean, I guess
yeah.
So I'll give one internal and one external. Internal is my mental struggles, and external is music. Okay. And music is like such a big part of my fucking life. Like it is, and I wish that I had I can rap and hold a melody. Like if you said, sometimes sing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star or Happy Birthday, like it doesn't sound bad, Like I can pull off the classics,
Happy birthday, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
Yeah, right. Like I can pull off the classics, no problem. Fucking, but when it gets a little deeper, if you're trying to have me stare into heaven or something, like I'm not gonna fucking, I'm not. Yeah. You know what I mean? And something like one of my favorite artists and one of your favorite artists, you showed him to me, Tom McDonald. He has talked about this a lot, how music was a huge inspiration for him growing up or whatever, and he kind of started out writing poetry and writing rock songs too. But then he realized that he wasn't a
singer, so to speak.
He's not a Lennon, he's not a fucking he's not, he doesn't play, he's not a fucking Hendrix with the guitar, he can do all these things a little bit, but so he kind of just switched it up and
mastered one opposed to being a jack of all trades of
right. And I feel like on the subject of, we don't want to get I don't want to get too in depth here, but on the subject of how I create my art is the music, no matter whether I'm making a rap song or just a poetry, even if I'm writing a fantasy story that has nothing to do with rhyming or lyrics or, stanzas or any of that shit, music plays a big role no matter what. I'll be listening to something while I'm, what did Dad say that, or what did she say that made you laugh? It was Lisa. Yeah. John T. Round, John Jacobs jingle. I can't even say this. John T. Round, John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
And that's a whole lot of Lawler.
And that's a whole lot of Lawler right there. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, music, I guess. But all right, so you answer the question. Yeah,
I mean, I'm honestly, yeah.
Okay, so I kind of took your question as an artist who makes poetry. I took it that way, but you didn't necessarily ask how I get inspiration for my art. You just asked how I get inspiration.
Where do you find
and you can be inspired to.
Where do you find your deepest inspiration?
Inspired to do the dishes. Inspired to mop the floor. You can be inspired. Inspired can mean other things than just creating art, I guess. I didn't really think of that.
I don't know. I mean, music, absolutely. I'm very big on music for a lot of reasons. Music to me, I know this is kind of veering off a little bit again and kind of talking about music, but music to me is an extension of emotion, and it's an extension of one's soul, so to speak.
Okay.
And a lot of things tend to get lost in translation between your mind and your brain. So say, for example, right now, we're sitting here, we're talking, we're having a conversation, but I'm trying to find the words because there are no words to fit what's in my mind, trying to convey it. But with music, you can connect with that on a deeper level. You know what I mean? You don't feel music, but you feel music. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I mean, essentially,
and everybody does in their own, whatever type of music you listen to, whether you listen to jazz or you listen to opera, or you listen to rap, rock, whatever, you feel it's because you connect with that type of music or that song.
And it doesn't even have to have lyrics. I mean, and I've talked about this multiple times. One of my favorite artists is Beethoven, And like, don't get me wrong, like and I'm not going to sit here and say that like, because some people on here might be, classic Beethoven fans, and I don't want to like actually, talk out of my ass. I only know a few songs. I'm going to say that right off the bat. I only know like sections of different symphonies that he's done and stuff like that. But that does not change the fact that he's one of my favorite artists. And he's one of my favorite artists because he made music different than anyone else who's ever made music, because he was fucking deaf.
Right. You make
and
individuality of
that you really no. It's not just about that. It's not when people this is a chill vibe. This is a cool vibe. No, that's bad vibes, man. Bad vibes. He felt the literally the vibrations
with his back. Feel the.
Well, yeah, but it's not only the vibrations of like the actual music, but in a certain sense, I felt like he felt like when we talk about, good vibes or bad vibes, the metaphorical like vibes, he felt those too. He was in tune, because think about it. He's conducting a whole orchestra to something that he created with just by feeling that, and he has to be connected to each one of those people. And he is basically, he's like a nerve, he's like a nerve center.
Senses tend to be enhanced, or like you wonder, not all the time, but more often than not.
Right.
If you go blind, right, your hearing, your smelling, your taste or whatever is more prominent.
Yeah. But I think, and that's another topic too, is I think that, yes, when you lose a sense, another or multiple other senses get heightened. But I think that there's something physical that happens, but there's also something metaphysical that happens. There's something spiritual that happens where, for some reason, people who are deaf or blind or, are missing one of the essential 5 senses are more in tune with the universe than any of us could ever fucking be with all 5 of them.
Right.
And there's something, like, it opens up a part of their brain that they didn't even know they had. You know what I mean? And he literally felt the vibrations of the fucking universe. And I literally have no idea where I was going with that. I was going to say something, but essentially just to say that, I try to emulate, like, when I try to be inspired, I try to not just be inspired by physical things that I can see and touch and like, whatever, but metaphysical things. I try to be inspired by vibrations and just how things make me feel in the moment,
Right.
But yeah, that's a good topic. That was a good one, man. You fucking see, he was like, oh no, I'm not like really a podcaster. I don't like really talk. I don't know if we should get this thing up and running again, blah, blah, blah. And then this motherfucker, look guys. Okay. I have maybe fucking 10 things written down here. This motherfucker has 2 pages
3.
And he's coming out the gate with inspiration and aliens. And fucking
everybody wants to hear about aliens, whether you love them or hate them.
And I'm over here with my fucking bacon penis. Like, god damn it, fucking.
That just.
I mean, right. Do you think that
if you had a theme song, what would your theme song be?
WholeLottaLawla, 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 WholeLottaLawla. No, that was WholeLottaLawla. That's a whole lot of lala for you. Don't clip me.
You've been waiting to do that.
I've been waiting for you to give me an opening, dude. An opening. I just wanted an opening so bad. Okay. So all right. We'll all right. I'm a little.
It's that.
A little excited. A little excited. We're gonna tone it down. Bring it back down. Bring it back down here.
All right.
Can you still hear me? Okay. All right. We'll a little lighter topic. What are you laughing at? I'm going with a lighter.
A
little lighter. Oh, what a lot of la. Wait, what? Oh, what a la 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 la. All right.
My brother.
Willy Wonka. What the fuck's the deal with that, bro?
Willy Wonka. I mean,
yeah.
What?
See, that's
Willy Wonka.
A lot of.
What's the deal with that?
A lot of my questions on here are gonna have you have that react. Like, wait, hold on. What did you say?
All right. So
Willy Wonka. The fuck's the deal with that, bro? Just
what do you mean?
okay.
What the fuck's the deal with Willy Wonka, man? Like, what do you mean? Like the new one, or like
well, just okay. So
him in general, or the fact that like
well, okay. So
he has I don't know.
in both, all right. So in both previous renditions, yeah, the new one I saw it. By the way, it's great. I don't know about but I love my boy Timmy Shals. Timmy Shals did a great Willie. Fucking on point, fucking perfect butthole. No, but no, man, it was a great movie. Timmy Shals, great job. But no, more in the sense of what I'm talking about is
chocolate.
No, the fuck's the deal with like in both previous. In this one, it wasn't real. There was parts that were a little creepy. They were a little, but both previous renditions. And no one can like dispute this, have been extremely fucking creepy. No? And he's been a psychological fucking nut job, no?
Well, I mean, yeah.
In both renditions.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you look into the history, or
yeah, I mean, he has
history,
right. He has a different backstory,
right, in
both. Like in all the three different movies, or I guess,
but it's essentially
the one with Timothy Chalamet is supposed to be a prequel to the one that
Johnny Depp.
No.
Oh no.
No, Gene Wilder. It's supposed to be Gene Wilder's origin story, but he refused to fucking do it. And then what do they go and do? Make it the second he dies, which. I mean, the IP is owned by people. Like, he didn't create the character of Willy Wonka. He played a very, the person who created it was an actual book.
Right.
But, so on one hand, it was like I feel like they kind of insulting to his memory to just like, the second the second he passes away, dude, like you go and go against his wishes of what he wanted for the film. Or whatever, like why could he? I mean, and I get it. Like the Gene Wilder, in my opinion, was definitely the better of the two films. And we've already seen a lot of Johnny Depp's origin story, so the logical decision would be to go with Gene Wilder's origin story. I get that, but it was.
I said, I haven't seen the new one, but I mean,
anyway, what I was more talking about is. What are we thinking? Is he a cannibal? Is he a pedophile? Is like what's the pedophile thing.
Why are you doing that?
Because I have to bring it back up on screen each time I click out of it. It's it's a whole lot of Lala over here. More or less is
it's still
you have to consider the pedophile thing because he's bringing.
Why you gotta bring it there, man?
You have when he's being that creepy, taking them to this tunnel of, and there are like people getting mutilated and chickens getting their head cut off on the walls and like bugs and he's singing this creepy, and then he's just perfectly fine with like all these like this person goes down the chute to the incinerator. This one gets sucked up into it too. Like they'll probably be all right. And then his reaction, bro, he's also like literally it's a deadpan sociopath reaction. Oh no, please don't stop. And I get that Gene Wilder was doing that to be funny in a way, but at the same time, you got it like in the context of the story, you have to think, what's wrong with this fucking man? Well, you know what I mean? That he's just like, but yes, he knows they're going to be safe at the end. He knows.
Right. They're going to be safe at the end. They're going to be fine. So whatever. But here's the thing. Number one, it's teaching each one of those kids
it's teaching them a lesson. Yeah.
Valuable life lesson. But also, Willy Wonka, I guess, a lot of his Problem. And in like I said, I haven't seen the new one. I haven't
And
seen the new
okay,
one,
so
but with hang on, let me say this
Sorry,
before I
go
forget it. In Johnny Depp's Willy Wonka, right? Like he was going to therapy and shit like that. Like he had a, you know what I mean? Like a lot of his stuff or a lot of how he is, why he is, stems from childhood trauma.
Mm-hmm.
So, and if you know what I mean, so I don't know.
I
What's the deal? Well, childhood trauma, and he likes fucking candy. And like I said, it's teaching these individuals a very valuable lesson in life. Like in the moment, yes, but also like a valuable core lesson.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Also,
like, hey, don't go fuck with the squirrels.
right. Or no, the lesson that was don't be fucking greedy.
Right.
Don't be greedy. You like, and because I think her name was like Veronica or some shit. That like that little girl.
It's been a hot minute since I've seen it.
Right. Yeah. But she was like super greedy, and she was like the one in Johnny Depp's version, at least. She was the one who got her. I get them mixed up sometimes too, with the backstory.
Violet,
with the
you're
backstory.
turning Violet. There's that. So there's
that one was Gene Wilder's version.
You know, well, I mean,
we do have a few comments here though.
Oh yeah.
Lisa said, "Here we go talking about Willies again." Dad said, "Like the Crow, it should never should be remade." Which there's, but here's the thing: is, while I love Johnny Depp is a fantastic fucking artist, and he did, and he undoubtedly went a completely different direction with the character and did his own thing with it, and and that was fantastic.
And for that was.
But okay, here's the thing that I love the most, and a lot of people don't know this, but it's like the thing I love the most about Gene Wilder's version. The audition for the part, and they were like, they liked him, so they offered it to him. And he said, "I'll only take the part under one stipulation. And this stipulation is, when I first come out on camera, I will have a cane and I will be limping. And then I will keel over and do a somersault." And they were like, you want to limp and then you want to do a somersault. Why?" And they're like, and he said, "Because from then on, nobody will know whether I'm telling the truth or lying." And that here's the thing, he auditioned. I mean, I'm sure he had read the book too, but like him saying that makes me understand that he understood the character on such a deep, fundamental level. Like, to me, that is what Willy Wonka is. Like, he does things for show to just
it's sleight of hand in a sense.
To never, he'll keep you off your game. You'll never know
over here. Well, really,
you never know what his actual intentions are. Like, I mean, at the very end of the movie, he screams at Charlie, and he's a complete dick to him. And then, like, 2 seconds later, he's like, "You did it, Charlie! You did it! You won! You gave me back the candy!" Like, but like, so there's a little, I think, and there was something smoking in that ashtray right before they walked in too. So I think he might have just, his mood might have just cheered up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit might have kicked in, and he was just like, "Oh, you Charlie, let me." But okay,
don't click it again.
Here's a couple other things. First thing,
Wilder's a legend, absolutely.
First thing, hold on. I gotta keep the comments. See, this is a whole lot of Lawler where we just aren't prepared and don't have. I do feel bad for the the company of Oompa Loompas. Yeah, I mean,
she meant to say Oompa Loompas.
Right.
The company Loompas, the Oompa Loompas.
Yeah,
Oompa Loompa.
No, I mean, they get to make up cool songs, like. But do they have any other, like, flow? Is that their only cadence and fucking, they only have that? That's like in the new one, I don't want to spoil it too much, but like in the new one, they kind of explained it as like, that's their, like, language. Their country's, like, basically like our national anthem.
They're like the gnomes.
Well, no, it's like our national anthem or their, you know what I mean? It's like their, like, their their race pride song, basically. You know what I mean? Just I mean, you're just basically saying the name of your race over and over again. You know, like so.
Yeah.
But the other thing, Gene Wilder is a legend. So here's before we get off Willy Wonka, 2 more things. First,
that sounded weird.
Okay, let's be clear. We were never on Willy Wonka. Some of those kids might have been, but we don't know. The jury's still out on that one.
That's fucked.
That is fucked. But I'm just saying, like, he was a creepy fuck. That's what I wanted to ask you about. It's a nice, happy children's movie, but there's no denying that both of Johnny Depp and Gene Wilder were creepy fucks.
I mean, it's one of those almost like psychological thriller for a child.
Right.
I
might be too focused. I might be too in depth on this though, because I will say that the other day I just went down the YouTube rabbit hole and spent 2 hours watching Willy Wonka dark theory videos and shit.
Right,
so I might
a little
be
biased right now.
Right. All right. 2 more things though, and this is a personal observation, not something I got from a video. Why does the chocolate and candy that he sells to the public not do all sorts of crazy things?
Because it's been put through the final experience. Like a lot of the stuff that they were showing, again, I haven't seen the new one, so
we're testing products.
Right. More of what I'm referring to would, I guess, be Johnny Depp's, because that's the most recent one in my mind that I've seen most recently.
All right.
But a lot of them, again, they weren't done. They weren't finished products yet. It was still being in the make. So from the time Violet ate the fucking blueberry gum when it wasn't fucking done yet.
And that was true. Yet. So that, and I know you haven't seen it, but that was, I could get your theory on that. And this is why I didn't really think about it until I watched the new movie. Because in this new movie, he's giving people chocolates that make them hover. He's giving people chocolates that do magical things already. Wow. And so here's the thing. Why? Okay. Yeah. He's okay. Yeah.
Cheers.
But that's not the thing. Yeah, they've been through testing, but they're Willy Wonka. They're Willy Wonka chocolates, so they should still do magical things. Why are the things getting pumped out into the world and sold and mass produced?
No, I need a fork.
Oh, a fork?
Yeah, the plastic. I should have been more prepared.
Yeah, now don't clip me and my booty.
Really wants to see that.
Don't clip my booty. So no, all I'm saying is, yeah, it's been put through testing, but the point of Willy Wonka is that he makes magical chocolate. It's not normal chocolate, right? But then you see all the chocolate bars getting mass produced and put out into the candy stores, and the Scrumdiddlyumptious bar, the regular Wonka bar, the whatever. You walked in, you saw that whole candy shop full of candy, and they're just regular candy. None of those kids are going home, and none of those kids are flying home because they now suddenly have the ability to float because of some chocolate. But they
float because
they fucked up. But they fucked up their own continuity in the new movie, having him hand out magical chocolates, because it's like, what? Okay, so then what happened in did something? And that's the thing is something happening in the mass production process? Is something happening worldwide when it's getting shipped, or is he just you know what I mean?
I don't
know. I went down the wormhole, and this is we've been on Willy Wonka probably too long now.
Okay, well, but we got a lot of candy.
Yeah.
So
whole lot of Wonka.
We don't have any chocolate though.
Whole lot of Wonka.
That's not true.
All right. So you're gonna chew a gummy here. So I'm gonna see if I can.
I got a lot. But
all right. So I have a couple. Now I didn't necessarily come up with questions for them, but I just have a couple games written down that I thought that I could probably just come up with questions off the top of my head, or look them up on the internet or whatever. And the first one is,
what time is it? Just out of curiosity. 10:10.
Yeah, 10:10. We've been on the air for an hour and 5 minutes, or an hour and 4 minutes. But if you guys go back and listen to this previous, the one that we did 2 years ago that I put out a couple weeks ago, of WholeLottaLawla, he corrects me on like by the minute. I'm like, oh yeah, 58. He's like, actually 59. Every fucking time, dude. Every time. 2 years hasn't changed. We've matured in some ways, but in other ways,
some things
it's
never
just
change, my friend.
It's a whole lot of Lawler. Whole lot of Lawler.
That's terrible.
No, but it's gonna get stuck in people's fucking heads, bro. What do you want to bet? It's gonna get stuck in. If people are watching it, it's gonna get stuck in the fucking whole lot of Lawler. Y'all work 9 to 5s. Tell me that's not gonna get stuck in your head during your fucking 9 to 5. Tell me not. I mean,
Say it ain't so.
Say it ain't so.
Say
all right. So yeah. The first game I have written down is called One Has to Go.
One has to go.
One has to go, and I'll give it to you like this.
You get out.
I'll give it to you raw. All right. I'll give it
right now. Get out.
No.
I chose.
Here's chicken wings, and that means any buffalo, barbecue, whatever wings you want. Wings, burgers, or pizza. One has to go.
Wings. I love wings, but I cannot give up burgers.
You hurt me with your words.
You disgust me with yours.
you hurt me.
I love
How
wings.
can you say wings?
I love wings.
Immediately,
Wings
without
are
even
great.
any hesitation. What?
Because let me explain.
Okay. I'll eat a gummy while you explain. Okay, so I shut the fuck up. The only way to shut the fuck up is by eating.
Now, I love food.
Mm-hmm.
Food is a big part of my life. Mm-hmm. I like wings. I like pizza. I like, what was the third one?
Wings, pizza, and burgers.
Wings, pizza, and burgers, right. I thought, yeah, burgers.
And that means any kind of burger, any kind of pizza, any kind of wing.
Right. Substantially, you get more out of pizza or burger any day of the week. You can have fucking 8 wings and you'll still get more. You'll be fuller off of a nice, good burger or a couple of fucking pieces of pizza. You'll be more substantially fulfilled than you will off an 8-piece of wings. Wings are delicious.
Depends where you go, though, because some of them have some meaty fat boys.
Sometimes they got meaty ones. Now, you said wings. You're not talking fucking drumsticks. You're not specifically wings. Right? So,
no,
yes,
anything that...
You said wing.
Right. Well, okay.
You said wing. If you categorize it bigger,
okay,
it makes it a broader
wings.
subject.
Wings. So, but that does include the flats and the ones that look like mini drumsticks. What are those called?
Drumsticks.
Like, okay, so when you when you go to a Chinese buffet, a Chinese buffet, you split the fucking thing in half, and there's 2 sides of it. You get the flat, and you get the fucking bulky. Fuck, I'm saying, dude. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
Like,
kind of.
That includes both the sides of the wing.
Again. Solely based off. I will be more fulfilled. I'll be more sustained. I will feel better about myself.
No. Now it's a mental expiration thing. Like, I have to be.
No, you order a pizza, you're gonna have enough food, and you're gonna be full.
Undoubtedly,
by the time you eat that pizza, or if you have a nice. Like a good burger, even fucking a McDonald's burger.
So let me get my answer. Let me get my answer to the fucking question.
I already know what your answer is.
You don't know my fucking answer to the question. You have to shut the fuck up. Like you sit here and pretend you know. You pretend he knows.
No. All right, let's hear your answer. I don't know your answer.
No matter which one, and here's why. And that's the thing. Like with this game, you kind of have to pick things that are all like, no matter which one you say, people are gonna murder me over this.
I think we do too.
Hold on. Yeah, we got comments here. We got comments coming in hot here. What is this? It says, I think you need another gummy. Yeah, I think you're right.
Before that, I love my jalapeno burgers and pizza too much. Yeah, see? Exactly.
All
Pizza and
right.
burgers.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Y'all
Unlike
gonna
this-
murder me for this. Y'all
No.
gonna murder me for this because
I knew. See,
Okay.
I knew simply by how you asked the question.
let me explain why.
I knew your answer.
Let me-
because of your
Here's
question.
and y'all gonna fucking kill me for this, but let me explain why.
Okay.
And the answer is burgers. And I know, but listen. The answer is burgers. And that is here is the fucking
I'm hearing.
No, listen.
Dude,
Hear me out here.
I'm trying.
Because a bad wing or a bad pizza is exponentially, am I saying that word correctly? Exponentially better than a bad burger. If you get a dry or just fucking, you get a dry fucking just loaf of
Bro,
fucking,
let me tell you.
and like you have to drown it in ketchup and hot sauce to get it to fucking taste good. You don't have to do that with even if it's a fucking low quality fucking dollar store pizza. You don't have to fucking do that.
Pizza's good. Okay, so we can
pizza-
all.
Everyone agrees pizza has to stay.
Pizza.
And pizza, honestly, is the best out of these three. Pizza is just the ultimate food.
That's
because
hands down.
I mean, it can be a balanced meal too. It doesn't have to be unhealthy. Like you can make a pizza that is healthy. Most pizzas are unhealthy, but you can make you can't make a fucking healthy burger. You just can't.
I understand. Okay, so I understand the grease. Obviously, grease isn't healthy, but grease aside, you're getting
wings?
you're getting the majority of your food groups in one with a pizza. I'm saying
Yes.
So you're getting your starch, you're getting your vegetables, you're getting your.
Now with wings,
meat,
it's just protein. Wings is just protein. Burger, you do sometimes depending on what you put on it. You get like
that's why I was
vegetables
saying
and shit.
more substantial, like based substantially. That's why I said pizza and burgers stay.
It's gonna happen again, just so y'all know, and I'm gonna fucking do it as quick as I can. But yeah, no, and I can't let go of my wings. I can't let my chicken wings go.
He's still trying to fly, folks.
Like I have to fucking Now you got a clip of both of us fucking doing the Flappy Bird. There you go. Wait, I thought I did it. Well, there it is. No, I mean burger, man. Because I have had more bad burgers in my life than I have bad wings or bad pizza. That's my reasoning. You're pretty fucking, no matter what you do with a wing, as long as you fucking don't overcook it or undercook it, it's like chicken fucking wins out. Everybody loves chicken.
Yeah, but again, you're gonna get 4 bites and be done with your 4 wings.
Again, it depends where you go, because I've gone some places that you get some meaty fucking fat boys. You know, you get some thick ones. Some fucking you come on, why are you always making everything I say? This is what he does. This is what he does. He makes everything I say dirty. And I didn't fucking make it dirty. He made it. No.
I didn't say anything.
But everybody loves fucking chicken.
Pizza.
And pizza. Chicken and pizza. Chicken and pizza run the nation. I mean, yes. Okay. Beef, okay.
I want to see where this is going now. Chicken and pizza run the nation. All right.
Let me get
Lawler for president. Chicken and pizza. Chicken and pizza.
Let me run it back. Let me run it back. All right. Chicken and pizza, they are staples of our society. Like, granted, that wasn't a good argument because a burger is too. So that wasn't a very good argument. Yeah, that wasn't a very good argument because every fast food chain, like that's.
You know what my favorite part of this is?
Chicken, but
you are arguing your point on your own.
I am kind of, but no,
That wasn't a good statement.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, at least you.
No, I'm just.
That.
I think that I just don't want to let go of my chicken wings. I think that's really what it is. I think I just enjoy being a sloppy, messy bitch with these fucking. No, listen. Just when you get a big fat old fucking crate of chicken wings, and it's like they're not just baked into the
See,
bread.
like-
It's not just baked into the breading, like it's fucking, there's actual sauce, and you're fucking just sloppy. It's fucking everywhere. Fucking, those are the wings I like. I don't fucking care how messy it is. Just fucking give me a fucking. It's supposed to be like eating ribs. Like it's supposed to be like a fucking full experience where you're just like an animal. And I just
It's
like
a primal thing,
I just
guess.
like being a fucking fox in a hen house.
Man, how you said fucking mutton chops, right? Like a fucking big old fucking like a fucking ham.
Oh, you know what I
Like a
could go
ham
for?
leg.
You know what I could always go for though? You know what I could always go for? A fucking turkey leg. Not a turkey leg you like get from the store and then you cook it
That's what
on
I'm saying,
Thanksgiving
like a
and then you
big
tear it
old-
off or whatever. No.
Yeah,
A turkey leg
big
you
old-
buy at a fair, like a big ass
old
fucking
turkey
you
leg.
walk around and you just fucking eating
Right,
that
it's like
thing.
a fucking
You're
big
there
old
for
fucking
three.
mutton.
You're there for 3
Mutton chop.
hours. You've had fucking 7 beers and you're still not done with this fucking turkey leg. You know what I mean? Like that's
like the Renaissance fair shit.
right. Okay. All right. So you give me one. One has to go. There are 3 options.
Oh, I've heard Jesus.
If you can think of one. If not, we'll go on to
3
something
has to go.
else. Yeah. 3. 1 has to go. he said 3 has to go.
3 has to go. I don't put me on the spot like that.
Just think of. It could be
Alright,
3 of our favorite music artists. It could be 3 of our favorite whatever. Just 3 of your favorite something. 1 has to go. And just
All right.
try to make it something that I like all 3 of those things too. So it's not just like, oh yeah, I don't like that, and that's
Whiskey,
obviously.
vodka, or gin. Actually, I don't like
That's
that.
a bad
I don't,
one.
I don't like
That's
that.
a bad
concept
one because
at
I'm
all.
gonna.
I don't like that at all.
Oh wait, 1 has to go.
Hang on. Whiskey. Let's say whiskey.
Pick alcohols that we drink more often.
Yeah, I don't like vodka. I'm biased in that. So
It doesn't just have to be liquor too,
Okay.
like whiskey, beer.
okay, yeah. Whiskey, beer, or pizza. Oh,
You can't put pizza in there. You could put weed in there, but you can't put pizza in there. Like that's not like they're different. Like
That's
you know
not
what I mean?
fair.
That's different categories. Like you could put weed in
fine.
there.
Whiskey, beer, or soda.
Soda, okay.
Or like liquor, beer, or soda.
1 has to go.
1 has to go liquor, beer, or soda.
That's not
I
good.
guess because whiskey was like more specific, but liquor, beer, or soda. 1 has to go. Never drink another one in your
I
life.
really don't drink soda all that often, to be honest with you, anymore. But like, okay, do energy drinks count though? Is like a Monster a soda?
Yeah.
A Monster's
I
a soda.
I would.
Shit, because
It
then when
just-
then you're talking like energy that I use for work. You know what I mean?
No, it doesn't actually.
I know that
this
it's not
is-
good for you. I know you shouldn't.
This is spinning off like
Actually,
slightly
hydrating now,
sideways
people.
for a moment.
Real water.
But did you know that like caffeine doesn't actually give you energy?
No, it just makes you think you do.
It essentially shuts up. Don't take this to the like my words exactly to a T. It essentially shuts off the capillaries or whatever to your receptors and makes you think that you're more awake than you actually are. It doesn't give you the energy.
If you've not
energy
caught
you
on by
already
now,
have.
if you've not caught on by now, we are just gonna fucking say whatever the fuck we think might possibly be true. Sometimes we might be 100% correct.
Okay,
Sometimes
I
we
have a
might
little bit of
have no
previous
idea what we're talking about.
I did take the fucking.
But no, like I'm just saying, like in case there's like a medical professional
facts.
watching, and she's like, actually,
facts. Don't necessarily
listen,
take
I'm just
every
like, listen,
word for what
Karen.
it is.
All I'm saying is, we're just saying our what our
My
experiences, what
brain
we've
tells
learned.
me
Right, exactly.
gay, so that's what I believe. Anyway, question was whiskey, beer, or soda,
Yeah, soda has to go for me.
and that includes. I would consider energy drinks, soda, like anything that's like caffeinated.
Okay. Oh man, whiskey.
With the exception,
whiskey, beer. Oh shit, man, because
anything that's like.
I mean, all three of them.
Or
Are,
not
all
whiskey,
three of them
liquor,
are. All
liquor,
three of
just-
them are gonna kill your liver. Like all three of them are going to do damage to
I mean,
you.
I guess that's
Like they all do. And if you drink them for a long time, but we're not talking about like you have to. We're talking about like one. Oh, man, I don't. Because I do drink, and it's probably not healthy for me, but I do like right now. I do drink energy drinks on a daily basis, and I don't drink beer and whiskey on a daily basis. I drink beer more often than I drink whiskey, obviously. So I mean, as far as like which one I do most often now, or least often now, I should say, is whiskey. I drink whiskey least often, but I think like.
But you one has to go.
If I was sitting there drinking whiskey more than I drank
everything.
soda or fucking beer, like there would be a problem.
I guess you know what? That's probably a bad question, and that's probably just because we're fucking already drinking. Which
I mean, we're drinking whiskey at the moment, so it's not a fair question. But I still because when you said soda, I was thinking like Coke, Dr. Pepper, Mountain Dew, like
right
soda.
Like,
I don't drink those now. Really, I drink Mountain Dew, if anything. That's it. Mountain Dew. I drink, Baja Blast, Mountain Dew, freaking, actually, you know what? Fuck. We're not giving Pepsi any more free plugs. Fuck Pepsi. Their vendors don't even fucking do what we need them to at fucking Dollar General. So, anyway. Fucking bitching about my fucking job. Well,
just answer the question. Oh well, I guess you did.
So it has to be soda. It has to be soda. All right. So all right. I'll give you one.
Give me one. Give me one. What?
A
soda.
I'll give you a fucking two pumps of bump in your rump. That's what I'll give you. That's the callback, ladies and gentlemen. That's called a whole lot of Lawler right there. So I'll give you 2 pumps of bump in your rump. That's it. What's your pleasure? 2 pumps of bump in your rump. No. I was about to say 2 pumps, a bump, or your rump. Which one has to go. All right, there you go. 2 pumps, a bump, or your rump. One has to go.
Why are you bringing that around again?
Like, all right. I'll find it. I'll come up with a better one. All right. We'll go music then. We'll go music. We'll go music. Okay.
All right. So 3 artists that we both listen to, right?
That are like in our favorites.
One has to go. I mean,
okay. All right. Eminem. And then just like we'll go classics that we know, like we've been listening to from our childhood and on, that we will always listen to.
Or that we love.
I'll just go Eminem, or hold on. I'll do 2. Yeah, I'll do 2 classics and 1 modern.
Just whatever, just whoever.
3 Days Grace, Eminem.
Oh.
No. Yeah, I'm not done. 3 Days Grace, Eminem, or Jelly Roll. One has to go. That is my soul right there.
So I love Jelly Roll. No. I love Jelly Roll. And I think he's a great artist. And he's coming up. I mean, yeah.
Are we? Yeah.
I guess. Okay. I think I did. So.
Okay. I mean, it's just
just a vape. It's
nicotine. Nicotine. Just so you know, it's not fucking. It's.
I shouldn't really
evaporates into the. Anyway, let's not focus on that.
I shouldn't be.
Point is, one of these amazing, and I'm okay. Let me clarify. 3 Days Grace, pre Adam Gontier leaving the band. I'm talking about their first 4 or 5 albums. It was 3 Days Grace, and then I think 1X came after that, and then or Jelly Roll, which is also to me, for personally, is just huge.
See, okay, so
Huge. He is such a big inspiration for me.
Okay, so why don't you answer your own question first? Because I kind of
need a second to.
No, I was all right. Fine. I like Jelly Roll. I think he's a great artist. And I love his music coming up, but he hasn't been. What the fuck?
My man.
Shout out Jelly Roll.
My man.
All right, but he hasn't been a fundamental part as long, or like, you know what I mean? Because Eminem. So when you say Eminem, you know that's the artist. That's
Core.
That's Marshall Mathers, right?
Right.
Are you referring to now? Okay.
No, when I say Eminem, I mean his entire catalog.
His
right. B Rabbit, Slim Shady, Eminem, Marshall Mathers, D12. His shit with other people, like the whole catalog.
I don't know. Now
it has to go.
Now
all of it.
Other people can. I don't know if there's.
Now you can take D12 songs and have all other of the 5 artists on there.
I was gonna say, to me personally, but just the way I think.
No, Eminem.
Like I see. Obviously, he's the same, but I see him for the personalities that they are. So, Eminem, Slim Shady, Marshall Mathers, fucking whatever, however, like those, because those are obviously him.
But Marshall Mathers' entire catalog of music does not exist anymore in this scenario. And that being said, it never existed, meaning the impact that it's had on music and society and the world never happened.
Is that what you're saying happened?
If you choose Eminem has to go, then that means all impact that Marshall Mathers had on the world is immediately gone.
We're waiting on you. I said Jelly Roll. Because
okay, all right. I can't do Jelly Roll. I can't do
because I love, like I said, in case you forgot. No, he just hasn't been around long enough.
Why did I pick these 3 people?
I don't know. But he hasn't been around long enough, personally.
And that's so weird for me because he hasn't either. He hasn't for me either. I have just started getting into Jelly Roll and him being one of my favorite artists within the last year.
And that's not
really within the last year,
because Jelly Roll, I think, is fucking amazing.
And that goes to show how amazing I think he is that I put him for me personally, I put him in a category with those other artists, or that, 3 Days Grace and the band and artists. In just that short amount of time, they've had my whole life to make an impact on me. Jelly Roll has made an impact. To me as and
a
this
deep
is
impact. It was like,
and that's it's not just with his music either, because I have. You forget I've also sat in front of the man while he fucking spoke. You know what I mean? Like, I've been at a concert. Like, I have. But before I mean, I really like connected with him when I went to that concert. Like, oh my God, this man is the realest fucking, like. I already thought that before I went to the concert because of, a lot of the podcasts I've seen him on, first of all, and his speech at the CMAs when he won that award, the first thing he said, and I'm not going to quote the whole speech verbatim, but first thing he says was, the guy he was sitting next to was Zach Bryan. He said, "I want to give a shout out to Zach Bryan. You deserve this award more than anybody." The award that he just won, he's saying that the guy sitting next to him deserves it. Fucking. And then he like, there's a lot to that speech that like really, touched my heart. But he ended the speech with his, like, basically his catchphrase now is the rear view mirror is smaller than the windshield for a reason, because what's in front of us is so much more important than what's behind us. And I mean, he said, and then he said something else at the concert that I went to, that somebody said to him early on in his career was focus on progress and not perfection. And just, I don't know, just the way he talks and the way, and you know what? Just his personality and who he is.
You just said who he is. Progress and not perfection. And
I don't know if there's anybody in the comments or whatever, but somebody fact check me on this. But I'm pretty sure I don't remember what episode it would have been on, but on one of the Lost Boys episodes, that ended up playing like a major part. Progress, not perfection.
Yeah, and I think that just as far as like in my regular, or not my regular show, but my other show, I should say, my other show that I do, Lost Boys, like I have mentioned this like quite a bit, but also when we originally did our thing, like we were talking about, is like part of what makes not Lost Boys, but WholeLottaLawla, is that we kind of don't have our shit together all that well, but we're working on progress and not perfection. Like and I do the same thing, and I did the same thing on my other show too. Is I put an episode out every fucking week now, and they're never the best. I mean, actually, to me personally, everyone I do feels like better than the last, honestly, because they are like the best. But I'm saying, as far as production quality, like, professional production quality, they're not the best.
But
especially with the things that happen with Wi-Fi and all that shit, like they're not
right. But that's what I'm saying.
But we're working on progress, not perfection. Right. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be perfect, but we're progressing.
You're building the foundation.
And if you watch my first Lost Boys to this one, it is a completely different show. And if you watch our show that we did, WholeLottaLawla, a couple years ago to now, I mean, it's still a WholeLottaLawla. It's still, basically the same shit, but it's, I mean, it is a different show. We've evolved as humans.
There's been a lot of stuff that's happened.
I'm saying this 30 minutes, or, maybe 45 after talking about bacon penises, that we've evolved as humans, but
10:38.
But maybe we haven't evolved that much, but we've evolved a bit. We've at least gone from like Charmeleon to Charmander. We've at least gone from Pichu to Pikachu. We're not quite at like Raichu stage yet, but
you had those backwards.
Did I?
Charmander to Charmeleon.
No. I said no. It's Charmeleon, and then it goes to Charm. Oh no, maybe it's. I don't know. You're more of a Pokemon guy than I am. So
I like Pokemon.
You probably
I don't give a shit. No,
you're
wrong.
Okay, I'm wrong. He's like, no, but you're wrong. No,
I love you.
But you're wrong. You're wrong.
Anyway, so question: did you have another one?
For one has to go, or stuff that I have written down, because I have other stuff written down for sure.
I mean,
you want me to just hit you with something like just fucking rapid fire? All right. Gay whales, rape or love?
What the fuck did you just say again?
See, I told everything I have written down is
no. What did you just? I didn't.
Gay whales, rape or love? Is it okay? So, let me give some context here.
Please do. Please do. What?
No. So, this past week, or maybe it was a couple weeks ago, scientists caught two male blue whales, fornicating in, I think it was the Atlantic Ocean.
That's news to me and probably everybody here.
And it might be right. It might,
but it's kind of.
And I'm wondering, gay whales, rape or love? Because it goes. Here's the thing: because the scientists think that it might be just like a show of dominance thing, right? Which is rape. But is it a show of dominance, or are we like should the fucking gay community go break out the flags and be like, yeah, even whales are gay? Fuck yeah. It's even in nature. We told you, bitches. Or is it like, oh no, that we should probably not talk about that because that's like that whale had his free will compromised. Like that's not.
I don't know.
That's not okay. So
love is love.
But is it love? But
Why is that for us to discern?
It's not. But okay, all right. I guess all right. Here's the question.
They weren't in cages, right? They weren't in a zoo. It was out. It was just out in the fucking ocean.
Yeah, no, just one.
Okay, why is
just
that?
one male whale just blowing out another blowhole? Fucking just blowing out another whale's blowhole. Just whale.
Why is that for us
just
to
blowholes
discern?
getting blown out?
Why does it matter if two fucking male whales are out there getting it on? Why is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
it doesn't matter.
I mean, I guess
matter. Good for them.
I guess it
free fucking. If all animals are, I mean, they're mammals too. I mean, all mammals and all animals are free to fucking express themselves sexually in whatever way they see fit. But I'm just saying, like, if the male whose blowhole was getting blown, like, wide open. What if they didn't want it? What did they want? Did that whale want?
I don't know. Did
another
you want
whale?
It?
No.
Did you want that?
No, I would not. I would not want a whale to penetrate me. No, that's what you're asking. I don't think.
Oh well, Jesus. Why is that? All right, my answer. I'll answer it with I'll answer your question with a question. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that for us to discern? Why does it matter?
Like us personally, you and me, or us as like humans.
Humans. Why does it matter? Like us as a society. Why does it matter if two whales are?
Because we're bored. I think.
Bored. Yeah.
And we've also discovered less of the ocean than we have our own fucking solar system.
Or so they want you to think.
Right. So they want you to think. Like I fully believe in the giant squid, and I feel like there's a couple still down there somewhere, like just chilling out, eating fucking algae and fucking whale carcasses that float to the bottom after they get
I think we found something down there that we didn't want to find.
Don't clip me.
So then they started trying to get us off the planet.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of these news stories are just like, you know, I always think that some of these news stories are just like to distract us from things that other things are going on. Like two male, but it is interesting because it's the first time that it's ever been documented. That's what I'm saying. It's the first time that it's ever been documented by us, by humans. So,
I mean, I guess,
but how long has radar really been a thing?
I mean, I guess it would be considered a piece of history or research.
But do you think they're going to go
in that aspect?
Do you think they're going to go looking for more like male whales? Fucking,
but now
can we catch them?
But I was like, but now what? They're going to fucking.
By the way,
I hope not.
The news story.
Catch them and fucking study them. Like, let them fuck in the ocean if they want to.
I think that they were already studying like a pack of whales, and they just so happened to see like.
I'd have to see.
You know what I mean? Like, they weren't looking for male whales to fire. But that brings up an interesting question because I love how the news story, by the way, said.
See, I haven't seen the story. So
male whales
information
caught. And this is funny how they said they caught them like they were like two fucking like teenagers.
Oh, they caught two
under the bleachers or something. Like they caught them fucking.
See, exactly.
They caught them. They were in their home. The ocean is their home. What do you mean you caught them? It's like you walking into my house. You walking into my bedroom and being like, "Oh, I caught you." No, the fuck you didn't.
Alien Saturday Night Live. Exactly. They're sitting there listening to all of us, watching all of us, and we're like, "Oh, this day on Humans, we've caught two whales."
Do you think that if aliens invaded, that like,
I don't think.
You think we could fuck this shit up? Like, you think we could like give them a run for the money, or you think we're fucked?
I guess it depends. Generally speaking, I think we'd be out of our league because they're more advanced. Simply because it'd be like a rock. It would be like a caveman running at you now.
That's what
like
we
if somebody
think,
ran
though.
at you.
That's what we think. Oh, well, okay.
If somebody ran at you with a stick, and you had a firearm, who's gonna win the fight?
So, okay, and now for people who might like, I'm just gonna walk you through how the logic works in my brain. Okay. I'm gonna walk here. We're gonna take a little stroll. We're gonna take a little stroll down old lane right here, and we're gonna listen. So, in my mind, any alien civilization that is visiting us automatically, by logic, has to be more advanced than us simply because we know, or at least what they tell us, is that there are no intelligent life forms in our solar system. As of right now, from what they tell us, we are currently unable to travel outside of our solar system.
But then they
That means that anybody visiting us would have to have the technology to travel equally as far, which we can't do. So automatically they're more advanced than us. Right? Like that's how I think about it. Is if they're traveling here and we're not able to go to them, they're automatically more advanced than us.
That's what I was saying. Simply, that would be like, that's why I was using that as an example. It would be like a caveman running at you with a stick now when you have a firearm. Like, that's not saying I couldn't, or like the man with the stick couldn't stab you in the fucking face.
And you could miss. And
you could, situation aside.
Okay, well, hold on. What's the gun? What's the gun you have again? What gun do you have?
What do you mean? Why?
Because it depends. If I have a pistol, I'm more likely to miss than if I have a shotgun.
I thought you were asking personally.
If I have a shotgun, I'm hitting whatever I pointed at.
That's not accurate.
Okay, depending on what the shot is loaded with. Granted.
Yes, but again.
But I'm saying that it disperses, and you don't have to be a good marksman to use a shotgun.
So
you know
I think personally, I might stand a chance, depending if it was a one-on-one confrontation. But I think as a society,
look, I'm saying, if you heard
stand a chance,
if you heard the song by Lil Dicky, fucking Pill Talk, probably. Like he said he's like talks about this or whatever. He's like, would we be able to fuck with their shit? Like, do we have the type of weaponry to fuck with their shit or not at all? Would they just walking up in this motherfucker laughing at us and blasting at us and just like, you know what I mean? Like would it be a significant enough challenge for them to even like it to, like he says in his song, oh shit, like would they be like, would they be like, oh shit, they would Earth go hard, they was harder than Simeon, you know what I mean? Like would we even be like, that's what I'm saying. If I fought
the alien,
it's like Superman, if I fought Superman, like he's not even on, I'm not even on his radar, he just flicks me and I fly away and I die, you know. But if that was such a morbid way to say that, I fly away and I die. But no, I mean, like, that's what I'm saying. Would it be like an ant to a boot, or would it be like a bear to a human? Because a human stands a chance against the bear. It's say a dagger or something, or maybe. Because a gun, obviously, you're going to kill the bear right away.
But yeah. I don't think we would stand a chance if it was like alien invasion. I don't think. I think if they came with intentions to fuck us up, we wouldn't know they were here by the time we got fucked up.
Here's a better analogy then. Would it be more like, and now people are, I can't, let's just say we'll agree that Mayweather is probably a very good, famous boxer, right?
Yeah. But
he's not on Tyson's level. So would it be like Mayweather against Tyson, or would it be like Jake against Tyson? You know what I mean? Like, would it be a complete blowout, or would it be like, this is at least a little bit of a fucking oomph, you know? We got to put some oomph into it.
You're reverting way back, bro. You just combined a lot.
Combined? I was doing that from the beginning. What did I say? Back in the out of the fire, back into the saddle or something. All right. Another question.
Straight into the fire.
You want another question? You don't have any for me?
I mean, I got you want actually.
I mean, whatever. You're the one with 3 pages written down. I only got fucking 10 fucking. Or 20. I don't know. It was like. I don't know.
Would you rather be stranded on an island for 5 years or be in a coma for 10 years? Stranded on a deserted island for 5 years or in a coma for 10 years.
Do I have everything I need though? Like, am I going to survive for that 5 years?
That's up to you.
If I choose the like,
that's discerning entirely.
Like,
upon
is
your
there
actions.
everything? If I am smart,
Okay.
If
Boom,
I'm
your
smart,
plane went down. You landed on a deserted island. You have.
Okay, but if you're saying I have to be there for 5, like
you're there for 5 years before you're rescued.
Okay, so in this circumstance, I had everything I needed, or I figured out some way to get it, and I figured out a way to feed myself and keep warm, and then I got rescued 5 years later. Or I like got into a car crash or something, and I went into a coma, and
now you're in a coma.
And then I wake up and 10 years of my life is gone.
You're straight up in a coma for 10 years.
People might be dead. Everyone I ever knew would be moved on, and not moved on, but just like not really a part of my life anymore. I would just kind of be
10 years.
I would, a decade. Being gone for a decade, that's like being dead. Like, people will basically,
and you have a chance
in everyone else's mind, you'll be dead because they have to go about their day-to-day lives, especially if your family members.
And for
it's not years. They can't constantly walk around, because sometimes hope is more painful. Having hope that this person is going to wake up is more painful. So a lot of, and I don't want to speak for everyone, and it's just my personal experience. I have known people in comas, and I just, including my mother for a while, but I just think that sometimes when people are in a coma, their loved ones, especially for that long, think of them as dead, because that's easier for them to process than, oh man, she might wake up any second. He might wake up any second,
trying to
because then how could you go about your day-to-day life, dude? Knowing, thinking, oh man, I could, and I'm not going to be there when they open their eyes to be the first face they see. You know what I mean? It's, and you lose 10 years of your life. You're basically a ghost at this point. You're basically a ghost. I mean, you still have a birth certificate. You still have an ID.
Right, you're still you. You just
you have to go get your ID redone and everything.
Slept for 10 years,
and you look completely different because
it's been 10 years.
Yeah, are you I mean, is someone shaving you in the hospital, or are you just?
I would assume. Okay, if you're in a coma, that would.
I think they do that.
They would put you in a hospital, so to speak, right? You're in a coma for 10 years.
That's crazy.
You would be in a hospital, and somebody would be upkeeping.
Yeah, and then there would be this one nurse that's been there for fucking ever, dude, and she's like, "Oh, as long as I've been here, Sonny, he's been laying there, and he's never waked up." No, okay, I'm just okay.
Oh, but
I'm saying this lady, she fucking. This is her retirement job, and she's at the desk or whatever, or something. I don't know, or a nurse or whatever. I wasn't coming with a whole backstory for this fucking lady, okay? I didn't think that much into it. All I'm saying is there'll be that one lady that'll be like, "Oh, as long as I've been," I know I'm making her sound 90, but what do you want me to do? I can only do 90 or 10.
All right, get on.
You'll be like, "Oh, as long as I've been here," and then suddenly they'll fucking wake up. And that'll be the day that fucking nurse kicks it.
That's the day the lady has a heart attack.
Right, she has a heart attack because it's
oh my god, he woke up.
Right.
Or you just because looks over, stands up.
That's pretty morbid though. That's pretty fucked up. That's horrible. Don't clip us. Don't clip us. Don't clip us. Wait. Oh no. Okay. Cool. Yeah. No. I think that.
I'm going island. I'm staying on an island.
Island?
I stand a chance because it's up to me to discern. I'm not just sleeping for 10 years. Especially because of such a morbid.
You have to go island because you don't, and it's only especially 5 years too. You don't lose
5 years. Yeah.
No, I think you gotta do island because
you're on an island for 10 years or you're on a.
I still go island. I still have to go island. I still gotta go island.
I'd agree. Because that's up to me to discern.
Right, because
it's up to me.
Right, and I've often fantasized about just ditching you fuckers and going and living on an island by myself somewhere. I mean, I know that it wouldn't be the ideal circumstances that I'm thinking of, but boom, you got to take what you can get. You fucking shit.
You were on a cruise and it fucking sank.
Fucking my vacation got extended an extra 5 years. Like a fucking shit. Like, so I obviously don't get like reception or like anything.
Yeah, obviously don't get any of this, but you know what I
I
mean.
don't get reception or data or anything, right? Okay, so you got more. You got more. Would you rather for me?
Would you rather?
All right.
Okay. Would you rather erase your own memory or erase your memory? Oh wait, hang on. Would you rather erase your own memories or erase someone else's memory of you? Like so.
Oh, you gotta go. You gotta go erase someone else's memories of you because you could just pick like, oh man, I embarrassed myself one time, and just like erase. Or I had a bad I went on a first date, didn't go so well. Let's try that again.
Yeah, that's
Like 50 first date style. Let's try that again. You know,
that's a little fucking twisted.
well, you're the one who came up with the fucking question. I'm just telling you where my brain leads.
I didn't bring it down.
Like that's what I would do.
I fucked up with this one.
Because you're not gonna.
Let's do it
Hey,
again.
because you're not gonna erase a family member's memories of you or someone you love or actually care about. You're gonna do it to someone that you're like, oh no, I just want a second try, and like I made a bad impression. Like a job interview or a first date. That's when you would use it, right? Or something like that, you know.
So when you would use it, I guess.
Definitely.
Really?
I'm just asking, like, would you like? That's what else would you use that power for?
You just, I don't know.
Okay, what would you use? Flip it then. What would you use the power of taking your own memories away? What purpose does that possibly serve?
Well, I guess, all right, yeah, I guess on the flip side of that too, it's like, because, you know, there are memories that I wish.
I didn't, yeah, but okay. Now, is this.
But those also.
You can pick which memories to erase or they're all gone. That's what we get. That's what you didn't clarify. Like,
we always got to break it down further than it is.
Yeah.
Well, okay, of an incident.
A memory, not all memories.
Yeah, a memory.
You can erase one of your own memories or one of someone else's. That's a better question. That's a much better question.
That is the question.
Still someone else's, and that's not to use it for any devious means. That's because I think bad or good, everything that I have for a reason. It's made me who I am.
Right. So why would you redo it?
Right. I'm not gonna. I would just erase something trivial, like a first date a job interview is not trivial, but like. Or I would erase, like, you know, just a time in 4th grade when I fucking embarrassed myself in front of the class or something.
Yeah, but that made you who you are.
Right, okay, all right.
You know, on the arguing side of that.
But you only get to erase one person's memory of it. The rest of the class is still going to remember, so that wouldn't work. Yeah, no, I think the only practical applications that I can think of for that power is first impressions where you want to make a new first impression. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but again, is that a good thing? You said everything happens for a reason.
But on the flip side,
not if you're redoing it.
So what are you going to use the other power for? Right, taking away a bad memory that you have.
You don't like what? You don't like the person's answers. So you fucking go back and you're like, boop, no. Oh, I'm just gonna say this instead. I mean, I guess it's useful, but.
Yeah. I mean, all right. So which one would you pick?
I don't know. I think I would rather be able to let go of certain memories than be able to necessarily. But then again, on the same argument, like those memories and those whatever kind of make you who you are.
Right. No, I think that.
If it was my choice, I think I would choose to lose or be able to let go of certain
You'd let go of memories. I'd change other people's memories. So that people could probably do a study on us, and like that would probably tell a lot about like our character if we were astute kind of people. Good thing we're not astute.
We're building our D&D characters here.
Now, somebody please tell me what the word astute means, because I'm pretty sure I used it correctly, but not 100% astutely sure. That time I know I didn't use it. All right. Give me a second to think of it. I want to give you a would you rather. Would you rather
lose your ability to lie or believe everything you're told?
Whoa. Hold on. What?
Would you rather lose the ability to lie or believe everything you're told?
Oh my God, that's crazy. Believe.
Hey,
I have to believe.
You have to believe everything you're told, or you can never tell a lie again. And that's like innocent little white lies, whatever. Like
you can never tell a lie again.
You can never tell a lie. Like you lose the ability to lie. So, however.
So what is okay? What
you lose the ability to lie?
There's a lot of things that could be a lie.
Because, like, yes, lying is bad, but there are certain circumstances.
Is a misdirection or a misperception a lie? Like if you like.
Yes. It's a lie. You're not telling the truth. It's a lie.
No, you don't.
You're deceiving somebody.
You don't lie, but you direct them into thinking that
it's not the truth.
That's
not truthful.
By implying other things.
That's not necessarily. That is a lie. You are leading them to believe something that is not true. That is a lie.
Well, that would be called lying. That's called lying by omission.
Okay, lying. You lose the ability to lie. In every sense of the manner.
Every sense. Okay.
Every sense of the manner, you lose the ability to lie.
No, because I couldn't. How would you talk to normal day people? How would you make every day normal? Because
I don't know. That would be on you, but you lose the ability to lie.
Because here's the thing.
Or you have to believe.
Here's the thing.
Everything.
Does lying include?
Yes.
No. Listen. Let me fucking finish. Don't fuck. You didn't even know if
Does lying include? Yes. If you have to ask it, yes.
Does lying include?
Yes.
Not saying what you're thinking in the moment. Because
you're not lying if you're not saying anything.
So I can think whatever I want. Like I can still. So theoretically, I can still. That motherfucker was so fucking stupid. Like
nobody's reading your mind, but you can't. Like you lose the ability to lie, or you have to believe everything you're told.
Right, but I don't have to. Like,
that's not saying.
So theoretically, I don't have to tell every girl that I think is hot that they're hot, right? I can just think it and not say. Even if I say something to them, that doesn't have to come out of my mouth or something, right? Because that's disrespectful, and that's what I mean. Like, so, or every guy or woman, whatever that I think is a fucking stupid, numb piece of fucking whatever. I'm sorry. I work customer service. The human race is a beautiful, amazing, terrible fucking race. Ow, fuck. By the way, my foot's a little broken. And he just fucking tapped it. With his fucking meaty fucking knockers. No, the answer to your question is I would have to just believe everything I'm told. I'm sorry, and this makes me sound like a horrible human being, but I have to lie. It's a part of the essential human experience. And anyone who, not even if you have kids, if you've ever been around kids for more than fucking like a couple months, anyone who has kids knows that 60 to 70% of it is just fucking.
That's like no surprise. Like
just little white lie. I mean,
you can't even say no. Somebody. Is there?
Hey, spoiler alert! Children, turn your cameras off. Turn your screens off. Santa.
Love is love.
Santa. It's a lie. Or is it? But anyway, that's what I'm saying is part of growing up is your parents just lying to you on a regular basis. Like that's just like and it's not like, and that sounds bad, but like it's things that okay. So like, I was listening to another podcast, and shout out to the Basement Yard with Joey and Frank. And Frankie was saying his daughter's some animal had passed away. I think it was a goldfish, something like that. Anyway, something had passed away, and she was very sad. They told her when they buried it, a lollipop would grow in the morning, and sure enough, there was a lollipop there in the morning. That's a fucking lie. Those motherfuckers, those motherfuckers just stuck a lollipop in the ground, like. But it made the child feel better.
Right. That's what I was saying. There are certain circumstances.
You know what I mean? Like
a lie isn't a.
You have to be able to lie. You have to. It saves you. It saves so many relationships and stuff like that. Like it just. It's not even.
Well,
it's not even. No, that's not what I'm trying to say. You shouldn't just be lying to the people you care about. That's not what I'm trying to fucking. Don't clip me. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to say that, like, I think that on a certain level, it's an essential part of the human experience.
All right. I'm going to follow this one up with a little bit funner question.
Hit me with your best
okay,
shot.
Do you want funny? Not necessarily funny, but like lighter or like serious. Fucking, I got a lot of shit.
I was just singing 80 fucking old 80s song at the top, at the top of my lungs, and the most annoying pitch.
Would you rather speak all languages or speak to animals? You can speak any language, all language. You can speak all language.
You can speak all language. Well, okay, let's see. You're tripping yourself up here because is it?
Or you can speak to animals. No, all human language.
All human languages.
Like, you can speak all language, and that's written. That's written. That's braille. That's that's all language. You can speak all language.
All language.
All language.
Okay.
Known to humans.
Okay. Or I can just.
Or you can speak to animals. Right, like you could fucking talk
to animals. I'll talk to animals. Fuck humans. I would even take it a step farther and say, the catch is you lose the ability if you choose the animal one. You lose the ability to talk to humans at all, and I would take that either. I would take that either. Take that either. That's not a thing. I would take that. I would take that too.
So you're twisting that one up a little bit.
I mean,
you're saying you can no longer talk to humans. You
that's
only
another,
speak to animals, or you know all human language.
All right, we're gonna segue into the next game I have, because the next game I have is like you have this, but there's a catch or whatever. So yeah, but like even if I could, okay, so basically we don't have a button here to press, but usually the game, and I got it from another podcast. Shout out to the Picky Boys podcast. They didn't come up with the game, but it's called Would You Press It? And basically it's the question, and if you press it, you deal with the consequences. Right. Okay. It's like when you're playing a video game and you get these perks that they have a downside. Like you lose -3 or on this, but you gain 15% strength or dexterity or whatever the fuck. Right.
You get 150 health, but you lose
the ability to roll sideways or something, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like that. And I guess the first one is that we were just saying is you can talk to animals, you can talk to all animals. That means anything, and that means doesn't include aliens, but it includes anything on Earth that is non-human.
Non-human, so
anything that is on Earth that's non-human.
Would you consider us not?
We are animals, but for the purposes of this, we are saying you can talk to any animal you want.
All right. But
you lose the ability to speak to humans at all. Like when you try to speak to humans, it's like Ariel when she lost her fucking voice. Fucking shout out to The Little Mermaid, a movie that. Why am I doing so many shout outs? A shout out to a movie that was made fucking way before I was born. Like, what the fuck?
All right. Oh.
So, what do you think?
I don't know. Forgot what the question was. What was the question again?
Oh my god! So you can talk to all animals,
Talk to all animals.
but you lose the ability to talk to
Yeah.
any humans.
That was an answer to the question.
Would you do it?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, we're playing the game now. Yeah, I'd slap it.
You'd slap it. All right, this game is now called We'd Slap It. We'd gift that.
I'd slap it.
Oh.
I forgot we were playing the game. Yeah.
No, all right, so you'd slap it. Okay, I would also slap it. Yeah, because fuck humans. Honestly, I know that I literally do a podcast. It's crazy for me to say too. I should have thought about that for a second too, because that wouldn't mean I wouldn't be able to do my podcast anymore, or any kind of podcast. Or would I be able to make music? Because like when I'm rapping and like doing poetry, like I'm kind of, there's like an intention to speak it to other human beings, right? Is it when you make a piece of art and you speak it and you read it out loud especially on the internet, like there's an intention to, like, would I not be able to do any video on internet or any audio on internet at all because the people who use the internet are humans, so I wouldn't be able to use the internet at all, like visually or like audibly. You guys would never hear this beautiful voice again. Could you handle that? Could you guys accept that?
I could.
Could you handle not hearing this? God, I'm gonna go back.
What's your biggest strength and what's your biggest weakness?
Oh, that was a mighty fine one. That's a heavy one. No. I thought okay. You want to go into that? I was gonna do another. Would you press it?
Oh yeah.
If you want.
Go ahead.
Okay. You have the ability to fly.
Okay.
But every 5 minutes of travel, flying, takes 5 years off of your life. No, hold on. Let's make it just a year. Let's make it a year. Every 5 minutes of travel that you spend flying takes a year off your life. Would you press it? And this is, in this circumstance,
5 minutes of
when
travel
you're gonna die has to be like, it's gonna be predetermined. But you never know when you're gonna die. Like, you could die tomorrow and take a year off, and that means like the second you launch up into the air, you just drop dead. I mean, because you were supposed to die tomorrow, but you went and fucking flew.
Took a year off and now boom.
Right.
Well,
Zero
okay,
minus
so do you know?
-1, right?
Do you know? Are you able to make that judge? Like, do you know how much at that point? Or do you just, not know?
No man
and
knows
you
the day
just
nor the hour, right?
And you just jump until you die, or you fly until you die. I'm gonna fly till I die.
Fly till you die.
I'm gonna fly till I die.
You're gonna fly till you die.
I'd slap that. Fly to die.
Would you fly to die?
I would fly to die.
That should be like a like airlines
It's gonna be your
slogan.
album. Would you fly to die?
Fly to die. Coming soon to a fucking podcast near you. Would you fly, or would you? What was it? Fly
Would
to
you
die.
fly to die?
Would you fly to die?
I'd slap it.
I'd slap it. I'd slap that. All right. Here's just before I forget, because it is one question that I've wanted to ask on the WholeLottaLawla podcast since the very beginning, since like 2 years ago, and we never brought it up. I don't think on
What's
the
that?
podcast.
What?
Comparing cigarettes to sandwiches.
Oh my god.
Do you remember this? This was the podcast that we started doing like 2 years ago. This was like 6-7 years ago. This
I don't remember the
like
topic
set
at
the
all.
Wayback Machine for way back.
I don't remember any bit of that conversation, but I remember that conversation.
Comparing cigarettes to sandwiches. Okay, so I'll refresh you on it. So if you get clip me, don't fucking clip me. Anyway, if you get double meat, alone. Minutes. Wait, hold on. What? Fuck. I can't hear. 5 minutes. LOL. I'll see if I can survive. So yeah, that was essentially. sometimes I kill myself, Cigarettes to sandwiches. A single meat sandwich or a single burger. Similarly, that was a hard one. Similarly, if you get a Marlboro or any, pick your poison, choose your fancy. What's your pleasure? 100. If you get 100, and you get a regular, or you get, the Marlboros, what they make the 72s, they're gonna taste different. All three of them taste different. Even though basically what they are, essentially what they are is
it says it keeps
the same. The same thing. Just
probably end it here soon.
Yeah. We'll probably wrap it up pretty here soon. But essentially, what I'm trying to say. Essentially, what I'm trying to say is that all these things taste different, and they have the same ingredients in them, but just more of it. Why?
Because there's more of it.
That's
tasting more of that. It's tasting more meat.
What did Dad say?
It keeps freezing.
Oh, he said it keeps freezing. Well, what the fuck? YouTube and Facebook and fucking Wi-Fi and the algorithm and fucking... I just insulted every platform that we're on. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. Don't clip me. I didn't mean that. Our hearts go out to you, YouTube and Facebook. Please love us. So I guess, hold on. Let me look at my list of questions and okay, we'll wrap it up with this question because I don't even remember writing it down. But I guess I did. Well, we don't have to wrap it up, but if you
go through that because we're doing this now. Because he hasn't seen any of them yet.
He has quite a bit here. He has quite a bit. What would you do if you were the opposite gender for a day? That's not in my notes, but did you have that written down too? What would you do if you were the opposite gender for a day? Well, podcast words that we do, so you kind of have to words.
Words.
Because podcast.
What would I do if I was the opposite gender for a day?
Yeah.
What I do now?
What you do now? That's it. Oh, come on. There's got to be, you could...
What would you do? What are you going to do?
I'm going to play with my boobs, for starters. I'm going to start by playing with these fucking things that are hanging from my chest now. Oh, like, you know what I mean? Wouldn't you? You'd be like, oh shit, I have just these bags hanging from my chest. You fucking fidget with them a little bit at least. You know. I think everybody would, and I think it's similar.
Right.
And I think reverse. Like if a woman turned, and I actually, my girlfriend has told me this. Like if she was a man for the day, like she would definitely fucking wiggle that thing around, play with it, figure out how it works. You know, you gotta figure out how the fucking machinery works. And then these are simple, but once you get down fucking on a what, that's a whole fucking. It's like diffusing a bomb down there.
Lead me right back to the bacon weenus.
Yeah, well, no, I'm talking about vagina now. I'm not talking about penis. But down there on a woman, it's like you got to figure out how your whole machinery works now, and you only have a day to figure it out. You're like, shit, I got to figure out how. Like, I'm not okay. Listen, I'm not saying I don't know how a vagina works. That's not what I'm saying.
Right.
I'm just saying that like.
All right.
You have to figure out how your body works now. You know?
I guess. Yeah. No, that's fair to say. I guess. Long way around that.
Like
Jesus
you gotta
Yeah.
figure out the nuts and bolts. Okay, I guess you don't have nuts and bolts anymore. You have more like I don't know what a good sockets. Sockets and I don't know. I'd probably stop there. But at least, you gotta experiment and figure things out that way. I'm not just saying sexually. I'm just saying like you gotta know how this thing works now.
Yeah.
You're like, oh shit, I don't know, this whole thing works differently now. I've got fucking weird shit going on. I'm just saying like it would be your body. You would automatically. I think if you turn into a woman, like just like literally overnight, you would like completely not. And I'm not talking about a surgery where you transition or nothing like that. I'm talking about like, you just woke up and you were the opposite gender. I think but you have the same mind, and I just think that you would. Maybe you wouldn't have the same mind because you might think about things differently now because you're a woman, and vice versa. If a
that's
woman,
what I'm saying. Like, would you even fucking notice? Well, I mean, I guess yeah.
Like, yeah, you'd notice, but you would think about
like wake
things.
up in the morning, go to use the bathroom, and be like, "What the fuck?"
Right, and I think that if it changed your body chemistry, then a part of that's your brain.
If it wasn't,
so it would change how you think about things too. Because women think about things different than men do. And that's not to say just all women think about things different. I'm just saying like, and all people think about things individually. I'm saying that like typically men have a certain way of thinking about things and women have a certain way of thinking about things, and they differ.
Yeah. No, that's fair to say.
And then your whole mindset would change. So that's crazy. I think that I would, in this scenario, are you attractive or are you like, I know I'm the one who came up with it.
What do you mean?
But because if I'm a hot girl, then I'm totally going and fucking slinging it and fucking working my magic, getting as much free shit as I can. And I'm not saying like that's right to do as a human being or that girls do that. I'm just saying that like if I can use my titties to get a free bacon sandwich or something, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Jesus.
Oh, it's just, hey, can you just, I didn't bring my card with me. Can you maybe just like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Just like, and then this probably shows a bit like, because that other question you asked me that I would use like erase people's memory. It's a little devious. I know that I always come up with these like I immediately go to like if I had a superpower, I'd be a supervillain. Like,
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying like I think that I would just because it's only for a day. You got to remember, it's only for a day, so you got to go fucking buck wild, right? You're not turning into a woman like permanently. You're not representing women on a regular basis. You're just someone's gonna see one chick just acting wild that day and be like, man, that chick's fucking out of her mind, and they're gonna fucking forget about it, or they'll post it on YouTube and whatever, and you'll get fucking 1 million likes. It'd be great. You know what I mean? But you just there we go. I just go be a Karen. I just walk into a store and start being a fucking Karen to every, and then just have like And I'd have like a YouTube of just me going into stores, yelling at people because
I think I'd fucking sleep all day.
you'd sleep. That's it. If you were a woman, you'd sleep.
I'd just fucking sleep all day.
I go into this like elaborate
I could
master
fucking,
plan of how I'd manipulate the human race and then fucking annoy them all and you're just like, no, you're
just fucking
just
stay in
gonna
bed.
sleep. Just gonna
Just stay
sleep.
in bed.
You're okay. Let me. You're gonna stay in bed.
I'm just gonna stay in bed.
Are you gonna play with the fun bags?
I'm just gonna stay in bed all day.
Are you gonna play with the fun bags?
I'm just gonna, I don't know.
That's it. No, that's it.
I'm just gonna
Are you
sleep- I'm just
gonna
gonna sleep all
like,
day.
or are you gonna brush your hair and put it into different
I'm
styles?
just
You could do
gonna
that now because you have like assuming not all women have long hair, but like
You are a woman.
the average.
You look like you, just not. male.
Okay, but I don't. Oh, but
You're
do I
just
have?
the opposite gender. You're you, just not.
Okay, but you gotta like. I don't have a beard, right?
You're just. Well, I don't know. Maybe you're.
I'm a bearded woman.
Maybe you belong in a circus.
I'm a bearded woman. Okay.
Maybe you belong.
No,
in
if I was a
circus.
bearded woman, definitely.
You are.
I just
The
join.
opposite
I would
gender.
just
It
join
doesn't
like a
even-
circus and make a fuck ton of money if I was a bearded woman, like, because then like no, that's
Yes.
right. That's you, and I'm not talking about like a little bit. I'm talking about like if I was a woman and I had like a fucking Gandalf, or like a fucking, I can't think of another character. I don't know how I'm doing this, but you know what I'm saying, like our dad, Oh, it's this comment. It keeps freezing. It's been up there for fucking 10 minutes. But there was one thing I had on here and I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say. Yeah, we could probably wrap it up here. This is a great show though. How long we fucking run it for? 2 hours and 20 minutes. That's you want to correct me on that? It's actually 2021. 2 hours and 21 minutes. It's just I didn't know if you wanted to fucking. Anyway, this has been Whole Lot of Lawla. It's the show where you get a whole lot of lawla, some jokes, some talk, some real talk, some bullshitting, some games, some drinks, some smokes. We didn't have any smokes tonight. I guess we ripped the vape, but just us chilling and being a whole lot of lawla. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to follow us, you can follow us on YouTube, on the Lost Boys YouTube channel, or on Facebook under the Lost Boys group, or under my page, Dylan Lawler. I will send it to him so we can post it on his page at Brendan Lawler. And you can find me on on Lost Boys Cypher Circle every Saturday night. Also on Deep Cuts and on this fucking outdoor adventure blog whenever me and my buddy Brandon get it started. It's Dylan Lawler on Facebook. I have a TikTok, but I haven't been posting, so I'm not even going to drop that handle. So just go follow me, Dylan Lawler on Facebook, and you can follow the Lost Boys Cypher Circle on all platforms. And this currently it is Whole Lot of Lawla is on YouTube and it will be on YouTube and Spotify. We are thinking about putting it out on all of the platforms. Let us know if that's something you're interested in and you'd like to see. I'll like put out a vote or something. But yeah, that's me. That's where you can find me. That's the show. And Brendan, you got anything? Where can they find? I mean, where can they find you?
Nowhere. I'm nowhere.
He's nowhere. He's on a deserted island.
I'm on that deserted island.
Yeah,
I prefer to be out there.
Yeah,
swimming.
All right, man. Well,
Relaxing.
I'm gonna get us out of here, and yeah.
Have a good night.
Yeah, catch us next time on Whole Lotta Lawla. Peace out, guys. And then it's just